You got dressed this morning. You did your hair. And something still felt off. Not the outfit. The hair. It's adding years you don't actually have. And the frustrating part is, the cut itself is the problem. There are 6 haircuts that decide this completely. 3 are pulling years off women every single day. 3 are quietly adding 4 to 6 years every time you walk out of the house. Most women are wearing at least one of the wrong 3 right now, without any idea it's happening. In part 3, I'm covering the one cut that makes the biggest difference in photographs specifically. And that one surprises almost everyone. This isn't about chasing trends. It's about knowing what actually works for your face, your hair texture, and your life. You deserve that information. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and the best fixes for women over 50, so you get real results fast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The cut that's aging you most, the blunt bowl. There's a moment a lot of women over 60 describe the same way. You ask for a trim, you sit down, you get up, and something about your face looks heavier than when you walked in. You can't name it. You just feel it. That's not a coincidence. That's a specific shape doing specific things to your face. Here's what's actually happening. The blunt bowl cut, that rounded, one-length shape that sits uniformly at or above the ears with no movement and no layering, is one of the most aging haircuts a woman over 60 can wear. And a lot of stylists still reach for it because it's fast, it's easy, and it photographs neatly in a salon chair. It does nothing for you though. And here's exactly why. The blunt line at the bottom of a bowl cut creates a visual band across your face. It draws the eye horizontally, and horizontal lines flatten. They widen. They pull everything downward. On a woman over 60, where natural bone density shifts and facial structure softens slightly with age, that horizontal pull lands directly across your cheekbones and your jaw. And it adds years. Not subtly. Immediately. I want you to really hear this, because this is the one most women brush off. A blunt bowl is adding at least 4 years to your face in any light, any photo, any mirror. That's not an estimate. That's what it does structurally. So what do you do instead? You swap it for a cut that moves. A soft layered pixie or a textured shortcut with piece-wide ends does the complete opposite of a bowl. Instead of creating a horizontal band, it creates vertical movement. Upward lift at the crown, softness around the temples, and shape that travels with your bone structure rather than against it. You don't need more length. You need more movement within the length you already have. Ask your stylist specifically for this. I want layers cut in through the top and crown to create lift, with the ends broken up so there's no blunt line anywhere. That's the sentence. Use it exactly. Here's something nobody talks about with this. A soft layered shortcut also responds to dry shampoo and root spray in a way a bowl cut never will. You can add texture, volume, and height in 90 seconds on days when your hair isn't cooperating. A blunt bowl has nowhere to go on those days. A layered cut always gives you options. The maintenance is also easier than you'd expect. Every 5 to 6 weeks for a shape-up rather than a full restyle. And in between, it holds beautifully with almost no effort. You already have the bone structure for this. The cut you choose either shows it or hides it. And there's something coming in the next part that most women find even harder to hear. But it's the one that changes photographs most. That's next. Part 2. The 3 cuts that take years off, starting with the layered lob. Okay, let's talk about what actually works. Because for every cut that's quietly adding years, there's a specific cut doing the opposite. And it's doing it in ways most women can see the difference from the very first day. This is the one a friend of mine heard and immediately booked an appointment the same afternoon. That's how fast it lands when it's right for you. The first of the 3 cuts that work is the layered lob. Long bob. Jaw to collarbone. But in this matters, layered not blunt. A blunt lob at jaw length does the same horizontal damage as the bowl. The moment you add layers, everything changes. Here's what the layered lob actually does to your face. The length at or just past the collarbone creates a vertical line downward. The layers inside the cut create movement, so your eye travels up and down, not across. That upward movement draws attention to your cheekbones, your eyes, and your natural bone structure. And your bone structure? It's genuinely beautiful. This cut shows it. The layered lob also frames the face without crowding it. Women with rounder face shapes find it elongates. Women with more angular features find it softens. It's genuinely one of the most universally flattering lengths on the planet for women over 60, and it's also one of the lowest maintenance cuts you can get. Here's something real for you. I watched a woman in a salon chair last week. Stunning bone structure, perfect posture, and her blunt jaw-length lob was cutting directly across her cheekbones. She kept asking the stylist to just clean it up. She didn't know what she was actually asking for. The moment the stylist added internal layers and let the length drop 2 inches past the collarbone, the entire weight of her face lifted. Same woman, 2 inches and some layers. The swap is precise. If you're wearing a blunt jaw-length lob, move the length to just past the collarbone and ask for internal layers with a soft bend at the ends. That specific instruction tells your stylist exactly what direction to take. Not just add layers, but layers that create movement and a soft finish rather than a structured blunt edge. The second cut that genuinely takes years off is the textured pixie. Not the severe cropped pixie. Not the flat one that sits tight against the head. The textured version, with longer layers through the top, a slightly fuller crown, and broken up ends that don't lie flat. What the textured pixie does that almost nothing else can match. It exposes the neck completely. And for women over 60, a visible, elegant neck is one of the most classically beautiful and youthful silhouettes you can create. It draws the eye upward. It elongates. It makes your whole posture read as taller. The third cut is the soft shag, and if you haven't heard this one yet, write it down. A soft shag is a medium-length cut with layers that start from the crown and cascade downward in a feathery, textured fall. It's not a mullet. It's not the 70s shag people picture. The modern version is refined, intentional, and the movement it creates is extraordinary. Coming up next, the one swap that takes 30 seconds to ask for and changes how your entire face reads on camera. That's what part 3 is about, and it surprises nearly everyone. Part 3. What photographs are telling you. The cut that changes everything on camera. Have you ever taken a photo? A nice one, decent light, good outfit, and still felt like something wasn't quite right? You looked more tired than you felt. More settled. More years on your face than the mirror showed. Your cut is doing that. Here's what most women don't know about how cameras read faces. A camera flattens. It compresses dimension. Whatever volume and lift your hair has in person reads even flatter on screen. And whatever your cut is doing to pull your features downward in real life, a camera multiplies that effect. So if you're already wearing a cut with no lift, no movement, and no height at the crown, a photograph takes that and makes it worse. Every time. The cut that fixes this specifically for photography, and for video, and for any screen, is about 2 things only: crown height and face framing movement. Crown height means the hair at the very top of your head has visible body, lift, and shape. Not puffed up artificially. Not teased. Just cut in a way that allows natural volume to sit there. When your crown has height, your face reads longer in photographs. Your cheekbones read higher. Your whole silhouette lifts. Face framing movement means the pieces closest to your face, the layers around your temples and jaw, have soft movement and a gentle bend toward the face rather than hanging flat or being pushed straight back. These pieces frame your eyes, your cheekbones, your jaw. On camera, they are everything. Yes, that's it. 2 things: lift at the crown, soft movement at the face. That's the whole camera fix. And most women have never been told to ask for both in the same breath. Now the cut to avoid for photographs specifically. The slicked back or severely combed back shortcut. I know it feels polished. It feels tidy. In person, it can look incredibly clean and refined. But on camera, a completely flat, smooth back cut removes every dimension your face has. Your cheekbones disappear. Your temples look flat. And without anything framing the face, the camera reads straight to skin. And every natural line and shadow reads harder than it does in real life. This isn't a critique of your face. Your face is beautiful. It's a critique of a cut that removes everything the camera needs to read that beauty accurately. The swap. If you're wearing a slicked back cut, ask your stylist to leave just a small section of layered length at the temples. Pieces that can brush forward softly. They don't need to be long. An inch. Maybe 2. just enough to catch light and create gentle framing. That small change alone transforms how you photograph. For maintenance with a crown lift cut specifically, use a lightweight volumizing mousse on damp hair at the roots before drying, and dry with your head tipped slightly forward first to build root lift. Then flip up and finish. That two-step drying method is what keeps your crown height lasting all day without any product buildup. I didn't expect this to be the part most people message me about, but it always is. There's one more mistake, the one I see most often on women over 60 right now, and it's the most expensive one to ignore if you leave it too long. That's part 4. Don't skip it. Part 4. The last mistake and the one thing that ties everything together. Here's the truth about haircuts and age, and most stylists won't say this out loud. The cut that's aging you most right now probably isn't one you chose deliberately. It's one you drifted into. A version you've been cleaning up for years without ever questioning whether the shape itself is still right for you. And that's actually the hardest thing to fix. Not the cut. The habit of the cut. The final cut to avoid, and this one is everywhere right now, is the heavy layered mushroom. It's not called that anywhere officially, but you'll know exactly what I mean when you picture it. Hair that fans out evenly in a rounded mushroom shape, heavy at the sides, with layers that push outward and downward rather than upward. It's often the result of a stylist who keeps adding layers to create fullness, but ends up weighing the cut down instead. The shape presses in against your face and pushes your cheekbones visually downward. It closes up the face rather than framing it. And it does something specific to women over 60. It emphasizes the natural softening of the jaw area, rather than drawing the eye upward away from it. This is adding years. Specifically, it's adding them to your jawline and cheek area. The two places where the difference between looking 62 and looking 70 is most visible. What to swap it for? A cut with graduation rather than uniform roundness. Ask your stylist for a shape that has more weight removed from the sides and more texture left through the top. The distinction is simple. A mushroom is heavy all around. A graduated layered cut releases that weight and redirects the eye upward. The sentence to use: I want to take weight out of the sides and build texture and movement through the top. I'm not looking for fullness around the ears, I'm looking for height and movement at the crown. Any stylist will understand that immediately. This one is everything. There's also a connection between all three of the cuts that work: the layered lob, the textured pixie, and the soft shag, that I haven't named yet directly. They all do the same one thing. They redirect where the eye lands on your face first. Instead of landing on the widest part of your face, the eye lands on your eyes and cheekbones first, and then travels. That is what looking younger actually is. It's not magic. It's visual direction. You can apply this principle to your current cut right now, even before your next appointment. Add a lightweight texturizing spray to dry hair and rough diffuse just the crown section. No more than 2 minutes. That alone adds enough lift and separation to start redirecting the eye upward. It won't replace the right cut, but it shows you immediately what the right cut would feel like. And here's what I want you to carry out of this. The right cut doesn't just change how other people see you. It changes how you see yourself in the mirror on a regular Tuesday morning. That matters. That is not small. The maintenance side of this final point. Once you've found the right cut shape, commit to a 5-week trim cycle rather than stretching to 8 or 10. Shorter cycles keep the shape working. When shape-based cuts are allowed to grow out without trimming, they lose their architecture, and you end up back at square one. Every 5 weeks. That's the rule. You now know what the 6 cuts are, why 3 of them are working against you, and exactly what to ask your stylist for instead. That knowledge is yours to keep every single appointment from here on out. You just learned the 6 haircuts that decide whether you look your age or look 10 years younger, and the exact words to use to get what you actually want in that salon chair. Boom! Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now you know how to show it. Tell me in the comments, which of these 6 cuts have you been wearing? Were you making the mushroom mistake without realizing it? I genuinely want to know. Next time, we're getting into the one color placement mistake that ages women over 60 more than any cut, and it's not what you'd expect. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.